Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, Vandweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Masters event for August? What? Wait, where am I? October, not August. October 2025. Yeah, it is not August. What is it? August 78th. Guys, I don't know what is it? August, I guess it would be August 69th. Wow. Nice. All right. Well, let us tell you what we're doing right now. And what we are doing is we are doing one single solitary solo match, round 2 in the blue bracket of the Masters event. And you can see blue right there, match 11. Akatu is back, the keyboard roller. Gonna take on Lucas, who stunned Guafi in round 1 to make it here to round 2. This is all going to feed into a match later in the month against Dangler, but right now just going to be that one single solo solitary match. We have yet to determine any of our top 16 spots or anything like that. So this would be, wait, have we? Let me look before I give you misinformation. Yeah, nobody is through. So this is only the second match of Masters for the entire month. But that's okay. We're gonna make progress. We're getting a lot of Mega Masters done. Anyway, let's take a look at our rules. Not gonna run over all the rules, players, but you know that what do you know? Well, you know that this is a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. You know that these are level 18 starts all the way through. Level 39 super kill screen should be turned on. No max out, so uncapped score. It's 5 a.m., okay? As you can tell, I'm running on not a lot of sleep. Same piece sets will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. And if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Do not assume that your game isn't gonna count, right? It might count. So assume your game will count to undo the double negatives there. And just keep playing. Just keep playing, okay? Await further instructions from me if you do experience tech issues, okay? Good. Queese with the Twitch sub. Thank you, Queese. Appreciate that. Hello to you too. 24 months, 2 years. My word. Anyway, those are the important rules that need to be read. Single match, we don't read all the rules. That's the law of CTM. Oh, by the way, the winner does absolutely get something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which has swollen, oh my goodness, to $1,022. We had an overnight contribution to the prize pool. I can only guess who it was. I can only guess. He likes to sneak him in overnight. Let's confirm that that is who that is. And yeah, it was Scott Gray with a $1,000 contribution to the prize pool. That's going to bring us to $1,000, $22.47. All those 3 numbers added together, that is the prize pool. Right now, we're paying our top 4. We are looking to get to $2,000. We are more than halfway there. We can get there with your help. That will allow us to pay the top 8. And remember, our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the viewers and fans. So if you want to contribute to this prize pool, you want to hit our top 8 incentive and keep these players coming back, then please do contribute to the prize pool. You can use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch and on YouTube. You can click on the link. It should say Masters or ME or something like that. In fact, I'll put it in the chat right now. You're going to see 2 links. One is for Masters, one is for DAS Masters. Pick the one for Masters. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. It says log in. Click on that. And you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. Once you're in, there's a mustard-colored button that says contribute. Click on that to contribute. We also have contribution codes. 22 of those of the 50 are remaining. So if you are watching this, do your old pal a favor and the players a favor and contribute to the prize pool. So thanks again to Scott for the big contribution. Really appreciate that. Let's get those claim codes done. While you're there, consider kicking in a few dollars. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, well, why would you want to do that? The channel, it'll take care of itself, right? He'll just keep getting up at 5 a.m. to do, matches just for whatever, for grins and giggles, I guess. But a great way to support the channel is to go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, make an ongoing pledge of support, just like the people on this slide have done. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 watching Tetris, Tackners, Corporal, Shall Be Satisfied, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cacket, Java T, Jason, and Sunny. Thank you for your extra level of support, and thanks to everybody on this live for their support. There are other ways to support us. Use the support command right now. That'll bring up some other ways to support us. If you don't like Patreon, you can make recurring pledges via PayPal. So that is a thing that you can do. It's an alternative that people who they don't like the Patreon platform are doing. So please consider doing that. We will put you on this slide. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can also support us through super chats, stickers, super thanks, super comments, super this, super that, all kinds of things. Channel memberships, gift channel memberships. Those are all a thing on YouTube. Twitch, you got bits, you got subs, gift subs, for Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime Gaming subs as well. And a lot of things you can do with bits as well. So consider doing those to support the channel. Keep it going, right? So we can keep bringing you all the stuff that we bring you. All right, is that enough? I think that's enough. We're going to flop on over to our game scene. We'll refresh everything, align the cameras, do the whole thing while the players are finishing their warm-ups. What do we got? Seed number 13 out of ME. Okay, refresh that. And Lucas is 29. Refresh Lucas. Yeah, Lucas is so fresh and so clean. Akatu, great camera capture today. First time watching my fellow playing competitive Tetris. Let's go, Lucas, says someone with the Chinese language that I don't understand. But thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, let me just align the cameras a little bit. Players prepare for the pieces in a moment. They coming. Oh, my seed button, my decider button is not working right now. A little slow to get going here. There it is. All right. All right, I'm going to drop the pieces in the chat because here's the music. The seed music. Pieces are here 04F592. Can't imagine any mods are watching right now. Well, there's a couple actually. But I will pin the seed. Oh no. Joe got it. Dark mode is allowed. It's got to be OG. Dark mode OG is allowed. But if y'all are, in the future, if y'all are going to be on dark mode OG, you gotta, Akatu is, but I'm just saying this as a general thing to everybody, you gotta be stencil perfect, because I have a hard time when people are on dark mode fixing your stencil. So that's just to put that out there in the world. If you want to be on dark mode, be stencil perfect, because I can't fix your stencil on dark mode. Okay? Great. All right, looks like both players are on seed. So as soon as they have signaled ready, which they have, we can begin. All right, game number 1 of this round 2 matchup between Akatu and Lucas. Not sure why Akatu is green. I got that wrong, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Let's go ahead and get him started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, for some reason I have Akatu on the green. On the green thing here. I don't know why I did that. All right, we are underway on the left side. Akatu is back. Seed number 13 qualified in with a 1.41 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying format. Has got a PB of 2.14 million. And that is a top 45 score on the overall NES Tetris high score leaderboard, or at least PB leaderboard. Akatu is from Finland and is what you call a keyboard roller. So you all know about rolling, where you can tap the underside of the controller, like drum your fingers along the back of the controller and drive it up into the thumb. Well, you can do that same motion, but on top of your own finger that is hovering over a keyboard key, and thus do rolling that way. And that is what Akatu is doing, and is probably the most noted practitioner of that play style. So that's an option if you want to play on keyboard and you want to be a top level player playing playing the best play style. That is your option. Akatu is a 2-time Future Circuit winner. He's also won a Hopefuls Circuit. You have seen him in Mega Masters 2 times, last year and this year. This year he made it into the top 16 of Mega Masters. 153 for Akatu, 209 here for Lucas. Akatu has played in the Masters event, I believe. Oh no, Lucas with the top out. What the heck? The Spire. So 211 is the top out. 212. That is your target, Akatu. 212 is the target. Long bar Tetris, 9,000 points away. So if he gets another long bar, that would seal it. And there it is. Akatu gonna take game number 1. So early top out from Lucas, who had this crazy Spire in the middle of the board. Tried to get a J piece around it so he could like tuck on the right side, but that hung and then nothing was getting over that. So crazy for Lucas. That was not it, said Lucas. Yeah, agree, hard agree. Akatu's okay with it though. Well, here are the other pieces players. Oh wait, I give Lucas the... There you go. Giunista, did I just get an ad in Finnish because of Akatu? Possibly. All right, 139-633, both players on seed. Let's get them started. Game number 2. 3-2-1 Tetris. The winner of this does go to the round of 16, by the way, to take on Dingler. Yeah, why is Akatu in green? Well, anyway, Akatu, I believe 5th appearance in the Masters event, has been away for a few months, but is now back. So we're excited to see Akatu back. On the right side of your screen, Lucas, seed number 29 from Taiwan. Qualled in to that seed with a 1.16 million as a PB, according to the thing that I looked at, of 1.25 million. I don't know if that's gone up since then, but I looked at a list and there it was. We'll see. Don't I need to be in bed, Vandy, says Ogus Han. Yeah, I do. I do need to be, but I'm not. But anyway, Lucas defeated Guafi in round 1. A bit of a shocker, not because of Lucas, just because, you know, Guafi had made it into the semis the previous month and also ended up with a, you know, round 1 seed, which was, you know, a bit of a surprise because usually he qualifies into the top 16, gets a bye. But not this time, kind of a low qualifier from Guafi, and that made him vulnerable to a round 1 upset, which happened. So Lucas is here at PB of 1.25 million. That is a top 165 score here. 166 for him, 187 for Akatu. There's another Tetris Akatu. Lucas, with really only a relative handful of games in the match database, has played and won a community tier 2 tournament. Did that back in August of 2024. He's also played in Futures for a few months and played in our stupid Tetris Monthly event, the no next box event. Played JoJo in round 1. $329 for Akatu, $286 for Lucas. So about a 44,000, 43,000 point lead, something like that for Akatu right now. Tetris for Lucas, Tetris for Akatu. This is a best of 5. This is an open play style format tournament. And players can use any play style, both players rolling. Akatu on the keyboard, Lucas on the controller. Tetris Akatu, 399 through 82 is good pace, 357 through 79 for Lucas. Pretty decent pace as well. Excuse me. We got a bunch of Tetris for you today, by the way. Later, we got a round 1 match in Masters between Tugi and Mushman. I don't know Mushman pretty well, all that well, but we will become acquainted. Oh, Lucas with that bar here. My goodness. And that is going to be another top out for Lucas at 364. And Akatu is good in game number 2. The nerves are insane. What, man? You already got the big upset in round 1. The rest is gravy, you know? It should all be smooth sailing from here on in. D34C09. So yeah, another Masters match at 2 p.m. Texas time, which is 19 UTC. Then right after that, a Mega Dasters match, Lackenzie and Maestro. Let's check seed here. Yes, all right. Game number 3. Lucas needs to win to stay in. Akatu can win it right now. 3-2-1 Tetris. Then yeah, Mega Dasters single match, Lackenzie versus Maestro at 20 UTC. Is that what it is? 12:30. Yeah, 20 UTC. Then at 23 UTC, Masters green bracket. It's going to be Violet versus Evesy. Winner versus Tetris time. That's Masters. And then at 1 UTC, that's 8 p.m. here in Texas, that is going to be another Mega Dasters Cobra versus Uf Means Egg. Winner versus Scotto. So a lot of Tetris for y'all today. Getting it all done. And then there's a bunch tomorrow. So just Tetris, Tetris, Tetris. What's up, Chen? Good morning. Why are you awake? Are you in California? All right, we are underway in game number 3. Lucas hoping to make it to the orange pieces. Tetris for Akatu 166. You're in monthly Tetris standard time? Oh my goodness. Yeah, go to sleep if you can. If you're in America, you should be asleep. Oh, by the way, Lashal, thanks for the Prime sub. I missed that 18 minutes ago. Thank you, Lashal. Really appreciate the Prime sub. All right, Akatu with a couple of deep channels here, filling them in. Long bar goes in. It's not going to clear anything, but we'll fill in the board. And covers that right side, now looking for a bar. Chopping it down. Getting the Tetris here, 240 for him, 200 for Lucas. Do you have to go back to sleep? Yeah, go back to sleep. Why are you all awake? Kat Kunoichi, Winter. You're wide awake. $229 for Lucas, $287 Akatu. I mean, you went to sleep at 9 p.m. Well, that sounds responsible. You got your 8 hours. I'm going back to sleep. Oh, Cat's in Europe. That's true. McMonkey is awake. helping a child catch a bus. I'm going to go back to sleep. I've got a bunch of Tetris. It's going to take me, probably till 10 p.m. tonight. So I got a full day of work ahead. And I plan on sleeping. 425 for Akatu, 303 for Lucas. Plus, I'm fasting. So sleep is good when you're fasting, because then you can sleep through all the cravings and pangs. What's up, Fancy Mimi, Anjing? Welcome. Tetris for Akatu, 472, 315 for Lucas. Luke Moistwalker says, "Morning, Vandy. Are you wide awake?" I'm there. Lucas kind of, with that J piece not really oriented correctly. Spun the wrong way or something, but it's going to take a little bit of extra time to clear that away. Get Tetris ready. Tetris into column 8 for Lucas, 371 through 108. Tetris for Akatu, 522 through 110, and another Tetris. So Akatu flirting here with a 600K transition. He stays clean. There's another Tetris Akatu. It's about almost a 200,000 point lead for Akatu right now as we approach level 19. Anjing says, fasting sucks, bro. Fasting is great. Mino Floof with the tier 1 sub, 17 months, says happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome, Mino Floof. Thank you. Tetris Lucas 463, Akatu with a Tetris into 19 at 639. Pretty healthy transition for Akatu. There's a Tetris for Lucas. So about 150,000 point lead for Akatu at the 19 transition. Dirty Tetris Lucas, 4 rows up, column 1. Now Akatu about 9 lines and more ahead, but no, about 9 lines ahead. So Lucas will have some lines in the bank. If it stays like this and we get to 39, Lucas will have a few lines more to work with. We'll see how it all shakes out. 800 for Akatu on 22. Oh, Lucas kind of left side fixing it though. Tetris Lucas 643, 889 for Akatu. And yeah, this is a pretty healthy score from Akatu right now. And there is another Tetris 950. 2 Tetrises away from a max out. He's on 24, but put some holes in the stack on top of a Tetris well, so that's going to take some burns to take care of that. This might allow Lucas to make up some of this lead, but it's a big lead. Tetris for Lucas, 719, and he is back by like 243,000 points, which is a lot to make up in the 30 lines that Lucas has left. We'll see till 29. Now, of course, 29 will hit. These players can still play because that'll just be another speed increase for rollers. But, I mean, it's a big lead. All right, Tetris for Lucas, A23, party down the middle for Akatu, A71. He's got the max out and more. We'll see what these players will do after 29. There's a Tetris for Lucas, 866, B10 for Akatu. And Akatu will Tetris into 29 at B48. That's 1.1 million. 48,000. So Lucas is in at about 90 something. We'll see what he can do here on 29. There's a big disparity in PBs here. And that left side for Lucas, yeah, that is not going to be fixable. Lucas is going to top out at 919. And Akatu with a demonstrative win here in game number 3. Lucas finally able to get it together and get to level 29. But Akatu was pacing really the entire way. So it was going to take a lot for Lucas to chase this down. But pretty good tournament for Lucas. Took out a dangerous player in round 1 in Guafi. And finally able to get it together here in game number 3. So GG's to you, Lucas. Looking forward to seeing you in future months. But right now it is going to be Akatu moving on. So we will report this to our centralized Tetris reporting authority. I got to remember to change Akatu's placard color there. And that is it. That is going to do it for your old pal. We'll show you the bracket, what that looks like. Where is it? This. Refresh. Refresh. There it is. Akatu is our first top 16er from the early rounds. That is last month's top 16. Don't look at that. Here, we'll fix October. Hold on, we'll fix it. We'll type in October, and now it will all be fixed. There it is. So Akatu, blue bracket, the first one into the top 16 of this month's Masters event. Okay, well, GG's guys, thanks again for hanging out. Really appreciate that. Thanks to, here, we'll come back around. Thanks to those of you who contributed to this stream. We will be back in what, 5 hours would be 10:30. So 9 hours, is that right? So yeah, we'll be back in 8.5 hours at 2 p.m. Tetris time, 2 p.m. Texas time. That'll be Tugi versus Mushman. And thanks to Lucas for following the channel. Thanks to Queese, Lachal, and Mino Flu for their subscriptions. Really appreciate that. Thanks to our patrons, Scott Gray J, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim Emerald, Potato Cat Kit, Java T, Jason, and Sunny. Everyone else on the site, thank you so much. Prize pool up to 1,022. Thanks to a big contribution overnight from Scott Gray. Appreciate that one. So we are more than halfway there. The rest is up to y'all. And yeah, we will see you in about 8.5 hours. And then there'll be, I won't say nonstop, but there'll be 2 matches, one at 2, one at 3. And then 2 full brackets, one at 6, one at 8. So we got a lot of Tetris for y'all today. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Okay, YouTube, gonna relieve you. Bye-bye, YouTube. You are dismissed. Thanks, Ogus, for hanging out. Also, Lucas's friend. Take care. And then Twitch. I mean, y'all should go to sleep. But, I mean, nobody is anybody? No one? Who's streaming now? Tetris category? I know, I gotta get some rest. All right, we will raid a popular retro streamer. Mature audiences only, so probably nobody in this chat can watch, but have a great day. See you all.